Hello, and welcome to your Coach's Calculator training, where we're actually going to crunch the numbers on your business. Are you excited? I hope you are, because I am really excited, and this is my absolute favorite thing to do. In fact, this is the very first thing I do with all of my clients when I'm working with them privately in our business building program. So I want you to grab out your Coach's Calculator, which is the spreadsheet you should have received in your inbox. And I'm going to share one with you here, and we're just going to work through it, and I'm going to show you how each of the pages work. So I'm going to spend about 10 minutes running this training with you, and at the end of this training, there'll also be an invitation to book a free 30-minute one-on-one coaching session with me, where I'll actually give you feedback on your numbers. So I want you to have had a go at it, and then we'll work on it together for 30 minutes, and you might be incredibly surprised by the questions I ask you and by the plans and the products that we come up with when we're working together. It's a lot of fun, so let's get stuck into it, shall we? All right, so the purpose of the first page is all about really helping you identify what should you charge. One of the first questions my clients ask me is, well, Jodie, how do I price up my programs? How do I know what I should be charging? Well, it's a really great question, and we have to begin with the end in mind. So the first thing I want you to ask yourself is, what is your goal income? So for example, when I was working full time and I said to Amy, my business partner, you know what, I want to quit this job and I want to build a business that will allow me to earn 100 grand a year. I was on around 130 at the time, so the goal was always to stay at the six-figure income. But I thought, you know what, I don't want to work 5 days anymore. I'm a single mum. I want my life back. I want some time off. I reckon the new work week should be Tuesday to Thursday. So I only want to work a 3-day work week. I've had lifestyle businesses most of my life, and I've always been closed on a Monday. So since I was 19, 20 years old, I've been in business working for myself. But doing that 7-year stint in the corporate world really highlighted to me how much I value the freedom of being able to work my own hours and the freedom of not having to work full time. So my blueprint was 100 grand a year. You'll see on the example line there, 3 days a week, 10 months of the year. I said, you know what, I would love to take all of the school holidays off, but let's just start with 2 months off. We'll close down for December and January. In our industry, they're pretty quiet months anyway. And so the calculator does the work for you, and it tells you how many working days there are in the year. So let's just plug in some numbers and I'll show you how it works. So let's say you say to me, well, Jodie, I actually want to get $150,000 a year, but I'm happy to work 4 days a week because I love my work and I really want to do it. I'm also fine to have 10 months of the year off. If I was to plug in mine now, it would be 10 months of the year working. I would actually be working only 8 months of the year, taking all of the school holidays off. And so the calculator tells us you've got 160 days to work. Now, here's the next big question. How many hours are in your ideal day? For me, it's a 5-hour day. You might go for the Tim Ferriss 4-hour work week. Or maybe you'll say, you know what, I'm happy to work 7 hours. And a lot of people, when they're starting out in their business, they say, you know what, I'm happy to work a bit extra to get it off the ground. So here's what the calculator does for you. It tells you that your hourly rate should never really be below, it's calculated 133.33. So I would say let's round it up to 150. Your hourly rate should never be below $150 an hour. But here's the thing, I never want you to charge by the hour. Your daily income needs to be at least $1,000, and your weekly income should be $3,750. Not bad, hey? So that'll actually get us to your goal income, and it tells us that monthly you want to be earning $15,000 a month, and you'll be sweet for only 10 months of the year. So you can literally take 2 months off. Now, there's all sorts of ways that you can do that, and I want to share with you 7 different value generators that coaches, consultants, and experts use to build their business around. What I've done, in fact, I'll just zoom in on that a bit so you can see the numbers a bit better, and you should have your copy as well. What I've done here for you is I've put in a very average sort of mid-range price point for you. You'll see here the rate is the price that you can charge for this particular value generator. The volume is how many people you will sell it to. And the frequency is how often that they will buy or how often a new person will buy. So for example, a great product to take to the market when you're just starting out to get that real intimate understanding of your target audience is a free month private coaching session or private coaching package. And so an average rate would be around $3,000 per quarter. My personal rates are $4,000 per quarter plus GST. You can absolutely get into the market, be charging $3,000 for a high value 3-month coaching program. We teach you how to make it high value. And let's say you go, well, I just work with 9 clients 4 times a year. That is the only thing you would need to do, and you just find 9 clients 4 times a year. It's less than 50 clients a year. And all of the models that I've put forward for you here are designed to help you make 6 figures a year with 50 clients or less. Some of the big mistakes I see my clients make when they're just starting out, and this is the place that I need to correct them most in, is they try and build their business around these cheap $197 programs or $97 programs or $7 memberships. I don't know what's with all the freaking sevens. We're the 7 effect and we don't even use the sevens on the end of our prices. But anyway, those types of pricing models will send you broke very quickly unless you have an incredibly effective lead generation and conversion strategy. And most people, when they're starting out, don't have those things in place. It's actually better to start at the high end of the market, and once you're making really good money, you can start offering your cheaper and free products. It's a bit counterintuitive, but it's actually the way that it works. All right, so there's the private coaching. There's a 1-day workshop. Now, when I was working in the corporate world as a leadership consultant, there was this one-day workshop that I delivered often 3 or 4 times a week, sometimes even 5 days a week. It was charged out to the client at about $4,500 to $5,000, and you could build and design one really great 1-day workshop that you take out to the corporate world. $3,500 to do it as an in-house. Let's say you just do 3 a month. I was doing, remember, 4 to 5 a week some weeks. You just need to do 3 a month for 10 months of the year, and boom, you're making your money. You could create a group program, which is essentially like your signature program where you take a group of people on a journey. And for us, we did that with our Goals Club, our Ultimate Goals Club. 10 people, 10 months, going through each of the 7 elements of life. We charged $5,990. We got 10 people in it. Sorry, we wanted 7. We ended up with 9. You could absolutely have 10 people. We oversold, and then I realized doing it 10 people would be perfect. So let's say you go, all right, I'm going to design a group program. It's $3,000. I'm going to get 20 people in it, and I'm just going to run it twice a year. Or you might say, I'll get 10 people in it and I'll charge $5,000 and run it twice a year. You're still getting your $100,000. So let's just go back to what we had before, 20 people in it twice a year. Mastermind program. This is a bit like our Lifestyle Business Builder program. This is wonderful if you really want to branch out and tap into a national audience. And this is where you take the best of all that you have to offer and you create a mastermind experience. A mastermind experience is where people will get a combination of online learning, they'll get group coaching, they'll get access to you, they'll get direct feedback, and they get to be part of like a brains trust. Very high value. Typically masterminds sell for anywhere from $15,000 to $30,000 to even $50,000 or $150,000 per year. This mastermind program, when you're starting out, if you were to launch something for $5,000, is very, very affordable. And with the right marketing and positioning, you get 20 people to join once a year and boom, you've got your 100,000. You can then take that mastermind program and the things that you teach, you can turn it into an evergreen online program. It's obviously now a little bit cheaper, so you would sell it for only $2,000. You get 50 people in it once a year. There's your 100,000. A retainer. Now this is something that's fantastic if, say, you're an expert in HR or you're an expert in IT or marketing or sales or whatever it might be. And a lot of organizations now are starting to let go of full-time employees and hiring results-based experts. We teach you how to become one. If you want to become an online results-based expert, I recommend you building a retainer package where you work with a client to deliver a specific result over a 6 or 12-month period, and they keep you on a retainer for a minimum of $3,000 a month. You get just 4 clients a year paying you $3,000 a month, and boom, look at that, $144,000 a year, which is fantastic. Now, just so you know, retainers can work well if you are tech savvy. I pay my marketing guy a retainer $5,000 a month. I pay our Facebook management people $2,000 a month. So they're not employees of mine. I keep them on a retainer to deliver me results, and these are specialists and experts in a particular area. Fantastic business model. And then finally, there's a partnership. And this is what we did when we first launched the 7 Effect, and this was what enabled us to make $164,000 in our very first year, working mainly with just 3 clients. It was our high performance partnership that we took out to corporate organizations. We delivered leadership training, coaching, organizational consultancy around the workplace culture and strategic planning. And it was fantastic. And we got to just double down with 3 core clients and take them on a journey for a 12-month period. We teach our clients, our students, how to do exactly what we did. In fact, we give our students the templates and the proposals that we use to win that work. And basically, this partnership model, one of my students is using, her name's Sue, and she works specifically in the consulting space for dentists. She's signing up clients now for $30,000 per product. This is a program that we built together, her and I, when we just started, and she put $15,000 on it, and she thought it will never ever sell, Jodie. Within 2 weeks, she went away from her private session with me, and I got a phone call, and she said, Jodie, you're not going to believe it. You know that $15,000 program I said would never sell? I just sold 3 of them. Here we are now, a year and a half, 2 years later. That same program sells for $30,000, and she's selling them hand over foot. She can't stop selling them. I got a text from her a couple of months ago, and she said, I've literally just in the last week invoiced over $100,000 through this strategy. So those are incredible value generators. I wanted to give you an overview of how they work. You can use any one of those in your business. Hot tip, please do never ever use all 7. Pick 1, maximum 2, and make them work together. So then it comes to you and your fast path. So this is where you get to design and say, all right, I'm going to run a goals club like Jodie mentioned, but I'm going to do it specifically around my type of work, or a continuity program. And you say, all right, she said she charged $5,990. I'll do that. I'll get 10 people in my group, and I'll just do 2 people at 2 groups a year. Boom, there's nearly $120,000 a year. Or you might say, you know what, I've got an idea for an online program. And if you book a coaching session with me, I'll help you really nail what your program should be about and what you should deliver, because that's really where the magic is. So let's say you do an online program. You might say, okay, I'm pretty confident that I could sell something for $1,500. And then we go, okay, if it's $1,500 and you want to earn, let's say, $150,000, that means you'll need to get 50 people twice a year. So you might do 2 intakes. Or you might say, you know what, people can join at any time. So it means that maybe I just need to get 15 people 12 months of the year. Wow, that'd be pretty good. Maybe we don't even need that much. So let's say we just take on, what would it be? I'm not fast enough with my numbers. 8 people each month signing up for your online program, and boom, there's $144,000. If we want to get to the 150 plus, we just play with the numbers until you find the sweet spot. And what's really nice is you go, okay, this is where a lot of people come to me, Jodie, I've got this program, it's $197. I want you to plug that number in, and we go, okay, it's $197. How many people do we need to find to join this program for it to become profitable? So let's try it. 20 people a month? No. 40 people a month? No. You need more than 60 people a month, every single month, just to be able to get to $140,000. So I want you to really think about the shift in thinking here. This is mind-blowing stuff for so many people that I go through this process. All right, that's enough from me. I hope you've enjoyed unlocking your coach's calculator. As I mentioned, I would love to work with you one-on-one in a quick 30-minute fast path session. If you'd like to take advantage of that, just click below. There's some questions that you'll need to ask before. Obviously, we want to make sure that you are genuinely serious about wanting to grow and improve your business. I don't like to waste my time with tire kickers. So yeah, please go ahead, jump in and book a session if you'd like my help to work through that. And I hope to see you on the other side. And I'd also love to say all the best. I wish you every success in building the business of your dreams and living the life of your dreams. See you later.